There we go. We are live. So today's video is about e-commerce SEO. It's all to do with e-commerce SEO, setting up a website from start, or setting up an SEO campaign from start to finish. Now, what I have done for the purpose of this video is I've just told ChatGPT to create me some products with collections and SKU numbers, random price range, and essentially our purpose of this video is we're going to try and rank these. We're going to try and do an SEO campaign to rank all of these sofas. So all I have done is, obviously you would have your own product range, whether it's shoes, whether it is sofas, whatever it may be. You're going to want to set something up like this, and this sheet literally took me about 2 minutes to set up. But the whole purpose of this sheet is you are very easily able to essentially add any products. You can add it to collections, and you can also check like the search volume as well. So the last thing we want to be just doing is, when we are looking to rank in e-commerce, it's all about the variety of different keywords that we can rank for. So for example, we might have our main collections page as minimalist sofas or classic sofas. However, some of these sofas will fall into different subcategories as well, or different collections. So for example, we actually have colors here. So there might be, let's say, 20 different products or 20 different sofas that will fall into the grey sofas collections page as well. So that's always something to bear in mind when you are scaling out e-commerce SEO. You never just want to go down the path of only ranking for minimalist sofas or classic sofas. And again, I'll go into a little bit more detail as to why that is. So we've got our first comment. I love the way you do your SEO strategy. Thank you so much. So let's take a look at some websites that are ranking, and then we can essentially reverse engineer what they are doing as well. So if we do grey, or actually buy online sofa UK. So if we take a look at, let's take a look at DFS, right? Because DFS, they've been around for quite a while. Their SEO strategy is pretty decent. They rank very well in the UK as well. We can also take a look at their website. Let's take a look here. Paste. So, overview 1.0, organic search. Quite a big website, 250,000 traffic. It has took a little bit of a dip lately, but nothing to be overly worried about, right? So if we take a look at their keywords as well. So obviously DFS is a brand. So what I'm going to do is not and DFS, because we don't want to be looking at just the brand, right? So if we take a look here, they've got corner sofa beds. They actually, keyword doesn't contain DFS. There we go. So they've got all of the variations here, right? So this is what I was meaning. When we have our product range, we might have like 6 or 7 different collections that our products might fall into. So if we do collections 2, right? So collections 2 might be like colors. So for example, let's do grey sofas, right? So we've got 2 products there. Have we got any grey? We don't actually have any grey products there. We have industrial, that might be grey futuristic. Obviously, I'm just going off of like what ChatGPT has given me. You're going to be a lot more thorough when you are doing your keyword research, right? But if, say for example, there might be, let's say, 3 of these that would all fall into the grey sofas collection page, right? So overall, we've got 40 products, and there might be like, let's say 10 of them that would fall into the grey sofas category. So that would be collection number 2. I would probably more so focus on the colors. If again, this all depends on the product that you are selling. So for example, if you were selling vapes, this might be very, very different for you. If you're selling shoes, again, this might be a little bit different for you, because collections number 1 might be the type of shoe that you have. So if we were to take a look at ASOS, for example, let's take a look at what these guys do. So if we take a look at, let's take a look at their shoes and collections, right? So they've got shoes. So your first collection, if you were selling shoes, might be trainers, or it might be running shoes, it might be boots, it might be loafers, it might be sandals. So again, these collections are essentially like your your roundup article. And again, the more products that you have in each collection, the better it's going to essentially, or the easier it's going to be for you to rank as well. Because again, it goes down to topical authority. So right now, for minimalist sofas, I have got 10 different sofas in here. For classic, I've got 10. For contemporary sofas, I have 10. And Celtric, I believe that's pronounced. I could be wrong, but that's again 10 products that actually fall into that category. So what you're going to essentially do is add as many collections as you possibly can. In some industries there might be 15, in other industries there might only be 2 or 3 that you can do. It very much comes down to which of your products or which of your collections keywords actually get searches, right? So if we go back to the DFS example here, so for example, we have got the style of the sofa, we have also got the color of the sofa. Again, you're going to want to fill in the blanks here. So again, there might be like some red sofas, so we'll do a few of these. Again, this is only for an example purpose, right? You're going to want to essentially fill this out as clear as you can, right? So we might do, for example, let's do black sofas here, and right, and then you might have like, let's say, cream sofas as well. So we've just done all of the colors of our products as well. So again, if this was, for example, shoes, you might do like white shoes, red shoes, black shoes, and then in your main collection you might have the type of shoe. So is it a trainer, is it a boot, whatever else, right? Then you've got collection number 3. And again, this comes down to your industry, I can't stress that enough. But collection number 3 might be like the actual type of material, right? So you've got like, for example, leather sofas. What I'll do is I'll make it a little bit easier. We'll do all of these as leather. We'll do we'll do all of these as fabric. And what other different styles of materials is there? Fabric, so you've got fabric sofas, types of fabric for sofas, right? Let's take a search here. So you've got velvet sofas. Again, you're going to want to essentially do the research. You're going to know your product range a lot more than this. I'm just doing this very quickly for the purpose of this video, right? So then we'll do the last one as micro, or actually we'll pick something else. We'll do we'll do microfiber sofas. So then we have got all of our different styles of collections here now. So we've got collection number 1, 2. We'll name this the collection number 1, 2, 3. Then you might have another collection. So in this case, what I'm thinking is that there might be like the size of the sofa as well. So like we'll do 2-seater sofas, We'll do half of these. We'll do half of these as that. And we'll do like some 3-seater sofas as well. So again, this whole part, we're basing these off of search volume, but we're also looking at, for example, organizing these as well, because the last thing you want to be doing as an e-commerce website is just doing let's say you've got 300 different sofas, right? The last thing you want to be doing is just uploading all of your products and not categorizing them this way. Because again, if you think of it, right, the last thing you want to be doing is landing on DFS, right? And let's say they didn't have all of these different categories, right? You want to make it as pleasurable for somebody landing on your website, so it's super easy to find products. So again, like let's take one step back, right? Not looking at it from an SEO point of view, but if you are looking at this from somebody that wants to buy a sofa, right? You might have a huge web house and you might want to buy a corner sofa, or you might be living in a flat in London, for example, and you might not have that much space, so you might be looking at a 2-seater sofa. So again, it very much comes down to how you are essentially scaling out your website. So we'll do corner sofas as well. Again, this is just an example. You're probably going to want to spend a little bit more time on this. Otherwise, this would be like a 6 or 7 hour video if I was to actually do the research for every single product, right? So you've got collection number 1, which is the category of sofa. So you might have minimalist, classic, or if you are selling shoes, for example, it might be like running shoes, boots, formal shoes, etc. You've got then collection number 2, which is the color. So again, we've done red sofas, grey, black, cream, etc. Again, if you're selling shoes or if you're selling vapes, let's use vapes as an example. This might be the flavor of the vape, right? So then collection number 3 is the actual fabric. So we've done leather, we've done fabric, we have got velvet, microfiber. So again, we're just speaking about the actual type of material that's used, right? And then we have got collection number 4, which is 2-seater sofas, 3, 4 corner sofas. Again, I've just been pretty lazy with this, but if you actually spend a little bit more time, you'll be able to do a little bit more keyword research to see what is actually getting search volume. But everything that I have picked so far is getting search volume on Ahrefs, and also DFS have a page on this as well. So we've got a few comments. Hi Kazra, can you make a series or video e-commerce niche research, keyword research, competitor research, on page, and everything is really helpful. Watch every video and learn lots of things. Thank you so much for watching all of my videos. And to answer your first question, this video should go into detail on everything you need to know about e-commerce SEO, right? Because we're going to be talking about keyword research, we're going to be talking about link building, and also blogs as well, right? So this is our product range. Again, you can do more collections here. I reckon I could probably do a few more different collections if I really wanted to. So for example, you have got the different types of recliners, all recliners, fabric recliners, leather recliners. You can go down that route as well. Again, what you're looking to do with these collections is building as many of, if I go to fabric recliners, once it loads, what we're trying to do is we're trying to build out as many of these collection pages as you can. Now, that being said, you will also want to be building out the blogs as well. And the blogs are essentially there because they help you essentially rank a little bit higher when it comes to the easy to win or the long tail keywords. So if this is a brand new website, first of all, obviously get your product range live. Then start building out your collections as well. So you've got your leather sofas, two-seater sofas, etc. But you also want to be adding blogs onto your website as well, and we'll go over how we can do that. So if we create a new tab on our sheet, so let's do blogs. So now what we're going to be focusing on more so is the actual blogs. So blog articles. Let's take a look and see which blogs dfs.co.uk have. So again, this is all still on-page SEO. We've not even taken a look at the off-page SEO side of stuff. What we're mainly focusing on is building out our product range, building out our blog articles, essentially looking to do as much content velocity as we can. So let's take a look and see what their blog URL is. Blog. Do these guys not have a blog? Let's see. Inspiration. Let's do how do I clean my, right, so they do have a blog section. They've got it in a subdomain. I don't know why they do that. Let's take a look at another shop online, Sofa UK. Let's take a look and see who else is ranking that does have a decent blog section. So they don't love sofas.co.uk. Let's see. So they've got an FAQ. Inspiration and guides, right, okay. So they've got like an inspiration / guide blog section. Let's see, blogs. Yeah, they've got a lot. Blogs / news. Right, let's see what's actually ranking here. If we plug this into Ahrefs. So a lot of the online shops, especially if they are selling like sofas and stuff, they more so do inspirational style blog articles. Again, these guys aren't ranking for that much on the blog section. Buy sofas. Furniture Direct online. Our blog, right, so they've got a blog section. Blog and news. For this, I would be looking to, just off the top of my head, what I would be looking to do is like how to clean sofas, for example. Anything that is how-to related, I would be definitely having on the website. Again, these guys don't have a big blog section, which, again, this is quite a good opportunity for somebody if they were to come along and if they did want to essentially rank in this industry, you know where to start, because a lot of these guys, they don't have that many blog articles, right? Let's just take a look at a completely different industry, right? So buy vape pens UK. Let's take a look at, or actually, yeah, we'll do buy guitars online UK. We'll look at a completely different industry that does have a lot of blogs. guitar.co.uk. These guys are pretty decent. So let's take a look at some of their blogs, shall we? So /news is their URL. So let's take a look. This is a much better website. So if we take a look at their top pages here, what you will typically find is best guitar solos of all time, best artist, blues artist famous. All of these we would essentially want to replicate on our website. So let's just take a look at this. Top 10 guitar solos, right? And so all I would be literally doing is essentially replicating or trying to get as many blog articles off of their top pages section. Again, this applies for any e-commerce website. So 13 of the most legendary and famous blues artists of all time. Now, if we were to go back to our sofas website, right? Now that you guys understand how you can essentially replicate your competitor's blog section, literally just place the URL in here, go to top pages, and then just make certain that you are obviously looking at only their blog URLs, right? So guitar.co.uk, they just have /news as their blog section. Now, if, say, for example, you are trying to rank for best online sofas or buy online sofas like what we are trying to do, and your competitors don't have that many blogs, what you would probably want to do is take one step back from an SEO point of view and just think of as many questions as people would probably have to do with fabric sofas, right? Or just leather, or just sofas in general, right? So for example, how to measure a sofa. How to measure a sofa. Let's see what comes up. How to measure furniture, how to properly measure a sofa, right? So I'd probably want an article on that, because again, if you think of your user journey that's landing on your website, what do they want? They want a new sofa, but they probably also want to be able to measure that sofa. So again, that's mainly coming down to like the helpful content side of stuff, making certain that you're publishing articles that's going to help your users when they land on your website. So let's look, and again, DFS are doing it, so they've got /content. Let's just take one more look at DFS and see. So they do actually have a lot of different blog related articles. So when I said DFS don't have a blog, they actually do. So again, they offer finance, so you might do an article of, for example, finance for sofas. Sofa finance options, right? Again, you might not be able to offer finance, or in some cases, if you are trying to rank for buy sofas online, this might be another avenue that you want to go down as well, right? So you might want to partner up with a finance option. It might be Klarna, for example, and you might say to them, hey, I've got a sofa website. Are you able to give me finance options for my website? DFS French connection. So it looks like DFS might have done like a partnership with French Collection. Let's take a look. Delivery, right? You might have a specific delivery page talking about like your delivery times, or in some cases, how long does it take to create a sofa, or to build a sofa? It might be. How much time is required to make a sofa? Make a couch. And again, one thing that I will always say as well is with these blog articles, you are able to link them back up to your product ranges, right? So let's say, for example, if we were to create this article, how much time is required to make a sofa, right? We'll change this to sofa and not couch. But let's say we created like a 3,000 word article and it's talking about how long it takes to create a sofa. It doesn't take the exact same time to create every single sofa. So if we go back to our ranges, right, it might, let's say, take 4 weeks to create a two-seater sofa because, again, there's less time involved, there's less material involved. But then a three-seater sofa might take 6 weeks. And then a corner sofa, because it's like an 8-seater sofa, it might take a month, or it might take 2 months, it might take 12 weeks. So again, when you're writing these articles, you are also able to essentially internally link to your product ranges as well. And that's super important when you are building out your blog articles, right? You want to essentially internally link these pages because these are supporting articles from an on-page SEO point of view. These help you rank for your collection pages. So if you're trying to rank for 3-seater sofa, 4-seater sofa, make certain to essentially internally link these. One thing I will also say as well is, say for example, if we were trying to rank for running shoes, right, and we had a article on how to clean your running shoes, or how to clean your shoes, should I say, different shoes might require different procedure. So it might require different liquids, or for example, different temperatures. If you're, for example, throwing your shoes into the washing machine, a running shoe you might need to wash it at 30 degrees. You might need to wash a formal shoe at a much lower temperature. And again, when you are essentially mentioning all of these different types of shoes or all of these different types of sofas, you can essentially internally link back up to your collection pages here as well. So that's one thing to always bear in mind. So how to clean your sofa, right? When we're talking about how to clean our sofa, we will probably be mentioning our different fabrics. So leather sofas, you might need to use certain materials. Velvet sofas, you might need to use a certain type of brush. Leather sofas, you might need to just pat down with like a rag or whatever, right? But when we're talking about all of these different types of sofas, it's a perfect internal linking opportunity from this blog article to internally link to our collection pages. And again, the more internal links that these collection pages have, the higher chance we actually have for ranking for leather sofas. So if we take a look at DFS, right? Let's take a look at every sofa fabric explained. So this is wayfair.co.uk, and it thinks I am a bot, I guess. Is this gonna let me on their website? There we go. So this is an example blog. Now, if we take a look at the wayfair.co.uk, so this is your guide to the best sofa fabrics, right? Every sofa fabric explained. So they've got leather sofas, and if you scroll down, this is exactly what they're doing. Perfect internal linking opportunity. They are internally linking from their blog article, which is, for example, one of these, and they internally link to one of their collection pages, right? So genuine leather sofas, this is a collection page that they have internally linked from. And again, Fox Leather, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. Shop Fox Leather Sofas, shop all leather sofas, shop microfiber sofas. Exactly what I was just saying before, they're internally linking to all of their collection pages. So that's what I would be looking to do from a blog article point of view, building out as many blog articles to do with the actual product that you're trying to sell, whether it's vapes, whether it is sofas, etc., etc. So that's the biggest thing when it comes to the keyword research side of stuff. Now, the next thing what I would be looking to do is, let's say we went and bought the domain name Kasrasofas.com, right? This is just an example domain. I've not actually purchased this. So what you would want to essentially do is go to link intersect, right? So this tool here in Ahrefs, I'm hoping everybody that's watching this does actually have Ahrefs, because it's a brilliant tool for this. So if we go to online sofas UK buy, right? Let's say this is the seed keyword that we want to try and rank for, right? It might be, for example, if you guys are watching this, it might be buy vapes online, it might be buy guitars online, but this is our example keyword. So search that, and let's actually copy the guys that are ranking positions 1, 2, and 3, right? And what we're looking to do from a link building, and this is more so off-page SEO now, right? We're looking to essentially find link intersects that all of our competitors have that we don't. So there's none that all 3 of our competitors have. So let's drop down to 2, right? So for example, news.yahoo, the online sofa shop.co.uk has a link from there, and so does DFS. So if we actually open this up, let's take a look here. So Boxing Day sales, they have a link from the Australian News Yahoo, and it is internally linking through to their website. And so does the online shop.co.uk here. So got red wine, chocolate sofa. So as you can see here, they have got a link. Where's DFS? DFS. So there it is there. DFS have an internal link from Yahoo, and so does online sofa shop here. So what does that tell you from an SEO point of view, from a link building point of view, that you need to essentially get this link. Now one thing I will say is that link specifically, it is a no follow link. However, it will pass some power. Now, any of these links that essentially 2 or 3 of our competitors have, I would be looking to acquire for our website. So again, if we take a look at womanandhome.com, so this is linking to online sofa shop, and if we scroll here, online sofa shop, best dehumidifiers. How to get rid of mold from fabric. Let's just take a look here and see. Online sofa shop. So there's the link there. And if we take a look here, there is definitely online sofa shop. So there it is there. And as you can see here, it links to online sofa shop. Now the reason why we're essentially doing link building, just for anybody that is very new to SEO, is when you have links, say for example Yahoo Finance or Yahoo link to you, it's essentially a vouch from that website to say how great you are. So essentially the more common links that we can get that our competitors have that we don't have, it's essentially going to help us when it comes to the online vouch or the building that trust. So if BBC, for example, was to link to your website and say that you are the best guitar shop online, Google will essentially see that vouch from the BBC and they will essentially benefit your website. So they'll say, right, okay, KazrasGuitars.com has gotten a link from BBC and they've said that they are super good at selling guitars or selling shoes or whatever you're trying to sell. So that's more so the off-page SEO point of view. There are a lot of videos on my YouTube channel where I do deep dive into link building and stuff, but this is probably the best strategy when it comes to off-page SEO, looking at your link intersect section and seeing which links your competitors have that you don't have. And again, you can add in way more competitors in here. You can add in like 4, 5, 6, 7, and you can go to town on the amount of links that they all have that you don't have. But very quickly we can see that there's 185 domains that link to, as a minimum, 2 of our competitors, but they don't link to our website. So for KazrasSofas.com, I would be looking to get a lot of these different links pointing through to my website. And again, I would be starting off with like the higher DR ones, and I would slowly be working my way back. And yeah, that will essentially help when it comes to link building side of stuff and the off-page SEO side of stuff. So that has been my video on e-commerce SEO. I'm hoping I've not bored anyone too much. We have had a few chats. The last comment was good tips. Thank you very much. And again, as always, if you guys do want me to cover a certain type of video, make certain to drop a comment. And if you guys do want any help with your SEO, make certain to check out casualdash.com, fill in the form, and you will get a free 15-minute strategy call for your website. Cheers.